Hey guys, welcome back to MMA Library. Today in MMA and UFC news. During an interview with the Schmo, Mike Perry reveals he's no longer the backup for the Jake Paul vs. Tommy Fury fight.
So when are you going to get back in there and dance? The Schmo knows you've been toyed with over about boxing. What's your situation like?
Yeah, I got, Tommy. He's the big guy out there. He went. He's getting the Jake fight. Maybe I'm up next for that one, next opportunity for me, or they're trying to stay away from me maybe. They didn't fly me out to Saudi to really have me as that backup. But yeah, so I don't blame them. That's okay. That'll be a good fight next week. That was a good
Who
fight.
wins?
Man, I think Jake Paul. I think Jake Paul can get the win against Tommy, but I'm so different, bro. I'm a different breed, bro.
UFC Live's Alan Jouban and Dean Thomas discuss whether or not Jon Jones will reclaim the pound-for-pound #1 spot with a win over Cyril Gane next month. Here's the clip.
Absolutely. Like, just because he left doesn't mean that his ranking should change. Now, obviously, you got to take him out. But if he comes up and beats a guy like Cyril Gane, who's at the top of the heavyweight division right now, there's something, the prestige about being the heavyweight champ of the world. If he can become the heavyweight champ of the world, Jon Jones should be at the pound-for-pound top list.
Jon Jones is the best fighter we've ever seen inside the octagon. Some people argue for different reasons. Jon Jones is the man. He is the one that has showed the most well-rounded skill set. He has the best resume we have ever seen. The number of champions that he's defeated inside of the octagon, nobody has done anything like that for that amount of time. He's had a layoff, but he ended at the top. He never lost a belt. Right. He never lost a fight. He's coming back after 3 years layoff and coming up a division to heavyweight, fighting this new breed of heavyweight champions, heavyweight fighters like Cyril Gane. If he passes this test, he's not only number one pound for pound again, he's cemented as the GOAT, the best ever.
Beneil Dariush believes he has identified weaknesses in Islam Makhachev's game following his fight with Alexander Volkanovski. You start to see holes in their games that might not even be there. You're only seeing it because these inhuman men are colliding, these great fighters, so you start to see things. I thought it was a great fight from both perspectives. Volkanovski just confirmed my beliefs because I didn't really have any tape on him besides the Sarukian fight, but Volkanovski was able to confirm what I thought his game was lacking and what exactly I could take advantage of. What did surprise me, and what I saw, was that Volkanovski carried his chin a lot higher than what I expected. He carried his chin high when he finished a lot of those combos. So I saw some new things in Volkanovski's game that I didn't see in other fights, so that's what I saw. I thought they were both great. An unstoppable force meets an unmovable object. It felt like that. These are very good fighters. Some might say #1 and #2. The only reason I don't say that is because I believe I am the best in the world. So they're some of the best fighters coming at each other. In a recent interview, Jiri Prochazka gives an update on when he may return.
That's right, I'm working on it. So right now it's a main target to be in full range with that shoulder, to have activated all the muscles around the shoulder, and still building the best condition in the game, and still work on on the movement. Yeah, so that's all the time the same targets. I like to be in this summer or in the end of this summer. Doesn't matter. I will watch how it goes, everything, and by that we can fight maybe earlier, maybe later, maybe whenever it will be the best. But I think in this summer it's real to be ready and be the champion.
Ariel Helwani lists his top 10 in the pound-for-pound list during a recent Q&A. Here's the clip.
I'll tell you where I have him ranked, because I had to do this as well. Stand by, here it is. I have him ranked 5th. Alex 1, Islam 2, Leon 3, Kamaru 4, Aljamain 5. Higher than Kamaru, higher than, I feel pretty good about that. Charles 6, Alex 7, Izzy 8, remember he beat him, goes up, Brandon and Jiri.
What do you guys think about Ariel's list? Let us know in the comment section. Alex Volkanovski's head coach, Joe Lopez, gives his take on the potential matchup between Volkanovski and Yair Rodriguez.
Yeah, he is. I think he's changed his style a lot to when he first came onto the scene. He was, he's very dynamic, very fast. If you give him room, he can, he can really make it a hard day, I seen when he fought Max, he turned Max into a wrestler, which really surprised me how much his game had evolved, where he was prepared to stand there and bang. He's a tough man. And yeah, his game's evolved. I mean, I was there when he fought Frankie Edgar, and Frankie just put pressure and wrestled him, and he fell apart. Then he took a long time off, and he, props to him. He worked on his game. He came back, and he's a completely different fighter, and a worthy opponent, and a worthy interim champion, And
Daniel Cormier talks about recent comments made by Bo Nickal about Alex Pereira's wrestling.
A matchup against the champion, Alex Pereira, is great for him. I mean, you would think that, right? He went on to say that I've watched their fight a couple times in the grappling, I mean, the striking exchanges were super impressive, that go without saying. They're absolutely elite strikers, but when they get a hold of each other, it's almost funny. Like, I'm laughing at how they're moving, what they're doing and stuff. And maybe they feel that way about me when I'm hitting pads, hitting the bag and stuff. But I just feel like if I grabbed a hold of either of those guys, it would not go well for them. And I think everybody knows that. So that's not something that's a shocking statement or that's outlandish, at least in my opinion. Well, that's the thing about opinions, right? We all have them. They don't make them right. They really don't.
Last night, Erin Blanchfield submitted Jessica Andrade in the second round of their fight. Following this, Blanchfield went on to state that she wants to be the one who takes the title from Valentina Shevchenko. Here's the clip.
And call for the title shot afterwards, right? I mean, there's an argument to be made. You just beat a former champion, but was that something you kind of intended coming in, or was that spur of the moment? You thought, yeah, hell with it, let's go for the title shot?
No, I always try to think of what I want to say after a win, because it could be very emotional and you could be a little cloudy. But I knew beating someone like her, especially if I finished her, that I could deserve that title next.
And is it a situation where you'll hold out for that, or I mean, if the UFC says no, we don't think you're ready quite yet, let's give you that, you're okay with that?
Yeah, I'm definitely okay with fighting again. I think I think the title, because the title fight's in 2 weeks, so I think it can line up perfectly. But if they want me to fight again, I'll gain more experience.
Anthony Smith gives his honest opinion about the pound-for-pound rankings.
The pound-for-pound king, what does that even mean? Like, what does that mean to you? Is there any relevance to this? Should it be taken seriously?
No, I don't think so. I think that it broad stroke. Yeah, I think so. I think it is. I think it does mean something. I think if you're on that list, I think that shows how good you really are. But I don't know what it means. Like, it's just like a list of like really, really, really good guys across all divisions. That's how I look at it. Like, who are the guys that stand out just UFC wide? So I think the fact that they didn't switch positions is crazy to me. But like, why is Adesanya is below Adesanya, I think, is still ranked above Pereira in the pound for pound. They're the same weight class, right? And then we have a head-to-head matchup.
And he's still ranked ahead of him, right?
He's still ranked ahead of him.
Because his resume is deeper.
I mean,
I know, but he lost to him, right?
The resumes don't matter when you got a head-to-head matchup.
Guys, thanks so much for checking out the video. If you like the content we do here on this channel, don't forget to like and subscribe to MMA Library for all the latest MMA and UFC news. We'll see you in the next video.